such a debate?
Well, there were a lot of people on one side of the ledger who I think were expecting a certain type of movie, and so they kind of started attacking it before the movie came out or before they saw it. And then I think they took the position of waiting to see how well the movie did to try and figure out what their next strategy would be. And when the movie didn't perform particularly well, I think they just let it go. So I don't feel like it was a real kind of withering attack, really, from anybody. The biggest attack we got was from some critics, and ultimately, I don't know, like the exact wrong person to ask, I think, about a movie, about that aspect of it are the people who made it, because we obviously love it. We wouldn't change a frame of it. There's not a scene that John and I look at and go, oh, I wish we could go rewrite that. There's not a scene, Gus and I were talking about it yesterday. We wouldn't go back and do anything differently. We're really proud of the movie, and it didn't get the reception that I would have hoped for. But that happens sometimes, and and the movie exists, and it always will exist, and sometimes people find movies later on. That's happened with me for some movies before. Movies bomb. I've had movies bomb worse than this one, and then actually make their money back later. But I don't know. I think the only way that we can probably look at it objectively at all would be in like 10 years or 15 years, when we get enough distance from it that we can kind of look back and go, okay, what happened? What happened there exactly? Because it's very hard to know. Like, I'm leery of becoming one of those people who lives so much in a bubble that I just think everything I do is great, And so I try to really listen to the kind of objective, or at least look at like the objective metrics that are out there and go like, okay, well, this is talking back to me right now, and I'm hearing, and I try to be mindful of that and listen. And I've had a lot of movies that haven't been well received critically or haven't been well received by an audience, and I'm realistic about that. But with this one, I just really love it, and a big part of my heart is in it, and I don't understand what I'm hearing back. You know what I mean? So maybe in time I will.